What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another ticker fee video and welcome to the ticker fee family. As you can see, the ticker symbol we're going to be talking about today is Hcmc. And so what we're going to be talking about specifically is going to be what is in the news. So what's the press releases? So we're going to catch up. We're going to look at what's been going on from May 10th all the way up to today. So we're going to be looking at the first quarter 2021 financial results, the commencement of rights offering subscription period, the rights offering an online trading platform, and the announcement of the extension of the expiration date, as well as the Form S1, Hcmc, and cryptocurrency. And then we're going to finish this video off with the price prediction and chart analysis. So thank you so much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so just to rewind a little bit, May 10th, first quarter 2021 financial results. They delivered strong results with an adjusted EBITDA improvement of 9% year over year. So this announcement, again, was on May 10th. And so these are the first quarter, and this is what I wanted to highlight specifically. So you got net sales from operations that amounted to approximately 3.5 million, which is down 14%. But the reasoning behind that is of the decline is going to be because of what happened in 2020, which we all know about. Then you've got the total operating expense was approximately 2 million for the 3 months ending March 31st, 2021, a decrease of 15%, as well as a net loss from operations, which was approximately 696,000, a 1% decline from the prior year. Now, the adjusted EBITDA loss amounted to 394,000, an improvement of approximately 9% when compared to the same period of last year. Now, if you've never heard of these initials, you need to understand what it is. So it's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So it's earnings before depreciation, right? So a measure of the company's overall financial performance and is used as an alternative to net income in some circumstances. However, it can be misleading because it strips out of the cost of capital investments, for example, property, plant, and equipment. All right, so let's get right into it. So Healthier Choice Management Corp announces the commencement of rights offering subscription period. Now, this was May 19, 2021, and this was about the commencement. So there was a few things I wanted to highlight, and we'll just continue. So the broker, dealer, bank, or other nominee or online trading platform may establish a deadline before June the 3rd, 2021, by which instructions to exercise the subscription rights along with the required subscription payment must be received in order to allow themselves enough time to process and transmit. So all record holders of rights that have the shares in the book entry form with the transfer agent and wish to participate in the rights offering, they must deliver a properly completed and signed subscription rights certificate, together with payment of the subscription price for both basic subscription rights and any other subscription right election. Again, this is going to has to be received before 5 p.m. on June the 3rd. So that's what you're going to be looking for, and that's what I wanted to point out. Look at that catalyst on the 2nd or the 1st to see how the stock is going to react to this news. Now, under the rights offering for Hcmc, it will distribute one non-transferable subscription right for every 4 shares of common stock owned, and each share of Series D preferred stock on as if converted to common stock basis is held on the record date, again, May 18, 2021, which was just here recently. Now, each subscription right will entitle the holder to purchase 1 share of common stock. Now, when filling out the subscription rights form, the holder will use the estimated subscription price, which is going to be 0.001425. Now, this number is calculated by what's called the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price. So from the last 5 trading days leading up to the record date of the rights offering and multiplying the number of 75%, thereby reflecting 25% discount to that 5-day VWAP. So in effort to ensure that the actual subscription price reflects the most current average weighted price available at the close of the right offering, the actual subscription price will be calculated by the VWAP from the last 5 trading leading up to the termination date of the rights offering. Again, this is going to be on June 3rd, according to May 19th. So the company's registration on Form S1 was declared effective by the U.S. Security on May 19, 2021. Now, the prospectus relating to and subscribing the terms of the rights offering has been filed with the SEC. So let's check out what the Form S-1 is. So these are the key takeaways for the Form S-1. It is in the SEC registration required for U.S. companies that want to be listed on the national exchange. It is basically a registration statement for a company that is usually filed in connection with an initial public offering. So that is what the Form S-1 is, but let's actually see what a direct offering is, or a rights offering. So the key takeaway is a right issue is an invitation to existing shareholders to purchase additional new shares in the company, right? So in a rights offering, each shareholder receives the right to purchase a pro rata allocation of additional shares at a specific price and within a specific period. Now you're going to see that's normally between 15 to 30 days. Now, shareholders are not obligated to exercise this right. Cash-strapped companies can turn to right issues to raise money when they really need it. Now, with some of the advantages, companies generally offer rights when they need to raise money. An example is including when there is a need to pay off debt, purchase equipment, or acquire another company, which is great advantages and it makes sense. Now, for existing shareholders, right offerings present the opportunity to purchase additional shares at a discount. Now, here are the disadvantages. Sometimes right offerings present disadvantages to the issuing company and existing shareholders. Shareholders may disapprove because they're concerned with dilution. The offering may result in more concentrated investor positions. The issuing company, in an attempt to raise capital, may find that the additional required filings and procedures associated with the right offerings are too costly and time consuming. So these are the types of right offerings. Okay, there's different types. You've got direct right offerings and insured and standby right offerings. So direct offering, which you'll hear with multiple stocks, not just the situation with these two different types, but just other stocks in general as well. So there are no standby backstop purchases. So purchasers willing to purchase unexercised rights, as the issuer only sells the number of exercised shares. If not subscribed properly, the issue may be undercapitalized. Now, insured or standby right offerings, usually the more expensive type, allow third parties and backstop purchasers, aka investment banks, to purchase unexercised rights. The backstop purchasers agree to purchase prior to the rights offering. This type of agreement ensures that the issuing company, that their capital requirements will be met. Okay, so May 24, 2021, Hcmc, okay, due to a high volume of inquiries from stockholders, wishes to provide information with respect to the participation in the rights offering. So 422RG-G2019 designation is typically accompanied by a quantity equal to 25% of the account owner's position in HCMCs on the record date of May 18, 2021, like we talked about previously. Now, this 25% quantity represents the account owner's amount of basic subscription rights. Now, however, investors who wish to exercise their oversubscription rights and purchase more than the quantity should contact their online trading platform customer service. Now, we fast forward to May 28th, which is a lot more recent, announced today, which was May 28th, an extension of the expiration date. So Hcmc had received reports that some brokers and custodians established internal cutoff dates that were earlier than the expiration date that their clients did not know about. Many of the international stockholders, as well as some U.S. stockholders, were informed by their brokers and online trading platforms that they were imposing a cutoff date of May 28, 2021 to having successfully submitted subscription forms and payments to participate in the Hcmc's right offering. Now, consequently, the Hcmc Board of Directors has determined to extend the expiration date to allow the stockholders, and this is why it's being pushed, both international and domestic alike, additional time through June 10th, 2021. So that's going to be the new date, June 10th, 2021, to exercise their subscription rights. Now, the reason why I'm also pointing this out is because originally it was June 3rd, and so you might still see a spike on the 2nd or the 3rd and possibly the 4th for those that didn't see this information. But the main key that you need to remember is going to be June 10th. Now, in addition, they received a flood of communication in the last 2 days expressing concerns about the stockholders having insufficient time to submit their subscription material due to the short time frames resulting from submission deadlines by their brokers, trading platforms, and custodians, which makes sense. So I do appreciate that Hcmc is doing that. Now, the subscriptions rights are non-transferable and may only be exercised during the subscription period. So please keep that in mind. So when it comes to Hcmc, if you actually go on their vitamin store, you'll be able to say right here on the front page, cryptocurrency. The vitaminstore.com now accepts many popular cryptocurrencies as a form of payment, with more being accepted soon. And if you actually scroll down all the way to the bottom, you actually see here are these payments. So there it is, Bitcoin right there, as well as all the other ones that they use for trading of money. So super important. I wanted to point that out because that is a very major deal. And so again, cryptocurrency and the vitamin store, check it out for HCMC's website. All right, so when I'm looking at HCMC's chart, what I want to take a look at is May 19th, May 24th, and May 28th. Those are going to be the catalysts that we talked about here recently in this video. And so I want to see how that correlates. So when you're looking at May 18th, the day before the first catalyst, you can see that it opened up at 0.0016 and closed at 0.0016. So if you ever see this symbol, it means that it opened and closed equally. Now we fast forward to the first catalyst, which is May 19th. Right before, you had a volume which was roughly 1.8 billion. Then we fast forward to the 19th, and it's 1.7 billion. So roughly about the same. Nothing really changed that much. So then we fast forward to May 24th. So again, look at the day before if you can. Again, we had the open and close that was equal of 0.0016. Then we fast forward to a few days later, you can see that we went open at 0.0016 again, but we had a high of 0.0017. So even though it is in the red, you can see that we had a wick, and so we had an upward trend throughout that day. Now we fast forward to the 28th, and again, look at the day before. It opened up at 0.0015, and then the next day it opened up at 0.0014. So it's always what it's showing when it comes to the resistance and the support on these specific dates, on these catalysts like we're talking about. So the next one's going to be around June the 10th. So look at June the 9th as the situation where you'll see that slow upward trend, which I think it's going to get to that point of 0.001617, maybe even 0.0020. We'll have to see, but that's kind of what I'm foretelling for this situation when it comes to this catalyst, and see if it develops. But it's going to be according to this stock the day before when you're going to see that spike. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video, and welcome to the Ticker Feed family.